Do you know, how did you meet Yaya?
What?
How did you meet Yaya?
How did I meet Yaya? Oh, okay, I'll explain it to you. Let me get a piece of paper. That was a long time ago. It was a Saturday night, and I lived here in Chicago, and Berwyn was over here, and there were two girls, twins. Jody Kokelis and Tula Kokelis invited me and some other boys to their house for a party. I said, oh boy, that's great. So it was Jolie and Tula Kokelis and Sophie Kutzelis were at the party. They were the girls. And the boys were me, Lou Poulis, Bill Poulis, and Ted Quintus. And we were there just about less than an hour. Right away, they said the girls were trying to get rid of us. But they were trying to be polite, but they were really trying to get rid of us. And because there was a party, there was a dance way far away in the city with a bunch of Greek boys and girls. And they wanted to go there. They said, oh, we invited these guys over here. There's a real handsome guys over there. So anyway, they kept telling us, we should go to the party in the city. There was a nice dance, a Greek dance, of Greek boys and girls. And I said to myself, oh, I'm not going to go away there. That's really by my old neighborhood. It was so far away, 25 miles away. I said, I'm going to go just home and take it easy. The rest of them can go there. So I started going, and I said, oh, I'll go anyway. So I went all the way into the city to this place on Diversey and Lakeshore Drive, right away into the city, about 25 miles away. And it's hard to get a parking spot there. So anyway, I went in, I paid my the fee to get in, and the place was crowded with people, real crowded. And there was Greek music, everybody's dancing, blah, blah, blah. And I said, holy Christ, I should have gone home. You know, it's too noisy in there, too crowded. And there's no place to sit down. And finally I saw a chair. So I walked real quickly, boom, 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 to get to the chair, and I sat down at the chair. And then this girl came up to me and said, you're sitting in my chair. And I looked up, and it was Elaine. I didn't know Elaine of that, first time I saw her. And my heart started going boom, 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 boom. And I said, yeah, of course. Sit down. So she sat down. And then I started talking to her. Oh, what's your name? Blah, 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 blah. And so we talked for a while. And then after a while, I said, do you want to dance? There was some nice dance music. So I said, here, I'll show you how. So we started dancing like this. And then after a while, I was like this. And she said, you're too close to me. So I had to dance like this the rest of the time. She wouldn't let me get close. So anyway, when it was time to go home, I asked her for her phone number so that I could call her up. You know, I said, maybe we can go out. And she said, I don't give my phone number. I just give you my name. And I live in Elmhurst. I said, well, what's your name? And Elaine Kotsarillas. Kotsarillas, how do you spell that? With a K or what? She said, no, with a Kotsarillos. She wanted to know if I was smart enough to remember that. And because, you know, she knew I grew up in the city, because I told her it was my old neighborhood. And, you know, she was from the Ritchie suburbs, and I was a city boy. And so anyway, I said, well, you can't give me your phone number? No. Elaine Kotsarillas of Elmhurst. That's it. So I said, holy crap, I have to remember that. How do you spell it again? Kotsarillos. I think I'll try to remember that. And anyway, she went her way and I went my way. And then I did look it up in the phone book, and I saw Kotsarillas in Elmhurst, so I called, and I told her, could I come over a Saturday and we go out? So she said, okay. So I went over there Saturday, rang the doorbell, ding, 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 and her mother answered the door. And she's a typical Greek lady. The typical Greek ladies, they didn't want their daughters to go out with any riffraff from the city, because they knew I was from the city. And but I wasn't riffraff. But so anyway, we sat down. She said, "Would you like some coffee and some karulia?" She made karulia. You know karulia, Greek cookies,
Oh.
Greek cookies. And she made some real nice karulia and coffee, and we're drinking coffee. Boom, 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 boom. And then little by little, she's asking me, "Where did you go to school? Where do you work? Where is your family from? What did your family do for a living? Where did you go to Greek school? Did you go to Greek school? Do you know how to speak Greek?" Little questions like that. Little by little, in a very polite way, she was asking me, giving me a third degree. You know what a third degree is?
No.
Third degree is like in the Army when they got a prisoner and they want to get information off of them. They put the spotlights on him. They put the spotlights on him, and these guys are sweating like this. He's sweating. And what's your name? What's your name? What are you doing here? What are you doing here? Where's the other troops? But anyway, but in a very nice way. She wasn't like that. She was very polite. But this is how the Greek ladies are. Someday, you know, that's how they wanted to make sure that her daughter was going out with a decent fellow. So anyway, after Elaine came into the room, the mother said, thought that, okay, he looks like he's okay. So Elaine and I went out on our first date, and that's how I met Elaine. And after we got married, a couple years later, we got married. She still wasn't sure what kind of a guy I was, and she kept telling me when we were walking, stand up straight, stand up straight. She was afraid that I didn't know how to walk. And he said, are you pigeon-toed? Walk straight. I wasn't pigeon-toed. I walked real decent. She said, stand up straight and walk straight, and put your shoulders back. And she was worried what kind of a guy she married. But anyway, it all worked out okay.
Yeah.
And that's how I met your grandma.